Hello and welcome back. Now I know most of you, many people these days have a bee hotel or two. I've got quite a collection here. You may even have taken part in the Buzz Club's Big Bee Hotel experiment, and if you didn't, think about it for next year. Anyway, you probably know this, but bee hotels are a handy way of providing a breeding place for a whole range of really cool and beautiful little solitary bees, things like red mason bees, blue mason bees, leafcutter bees, resin bees, and so on. The reason I'm here today is to remind you that now is the perfect time to take the boxes in for the winter. There's two very good reasons to do that. So let me show you. Here's one of my bee hotels. This one's pretty full. You can see the tubes, many of them are blocked, and those of course are ones that bees have nested in. Different species of bee hotel users use different materials to block up the hole. So the red mason bees use mud, and the blue mason bees use leaf mastic, and so on. So you can you know roughly what species of bee is in each tube. So the baby bees are in here and will hatch in the spring or summer, all being well. But if you leave out your bee hotel unprotected for the winter, two things will happen. One, it may well rot. It'll probably last a few winters, but eventually it will disintegrate, which is obviously not good. But also, if you're unlucky, and if the bees are unlucky, a great tit will discover your bee hotel, and they enjoy pecking out the plug, and then they'll eat the first bee, young bee that they can reach behind the plug. Their beaks are quite short, so they only get one, and each of these tubes may have 5, 6, 7, 8 baby bees in a line inside it. So that's not disastrous, but the real disaster comes if a greater spotted woodpecker finds your bee hotel, and they have this amazing tongue that wraps around the back of their skull and can flick out about 7 centimetres. It evolved to winkle insects out of holes, and it's perfect for extracting all the baby mason bees from your bee hotel, or at least a lot of them. So if you don't want all your bees to be a snack for a woodpecker, which, I mean, they're pretty cool, I like woodpeckers, but nonetheless I don't really want them to eat all of my bee hotel residents. So if you don't want that to happen, then take down your bee hotels now or soon and put them in an unheated garden shed. Please don't take them in the house. That would be bad. You might think the bees would be cozy, but they'll be too warm and they'll either die or try and hatch in January, either of which would be bad. So not in the house, it has to be an unheated shed or somewhere else similar in your garden or whatever. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to take this and stick it in my shed for the winter. It's important to hang it back up by about the beginning of March in the spring. Cool? Until next time.